Up, guys? Welcome to today's stream. Hopefully, y'all is having a good Monday. Get myself organized, got all this stuff figured out. All right. Meantime, I will post that I'm live on social media. Did I do something? Dang it. No, I'm good. I was like, I got some things I gotta do to this weapon, because I'm for certain I chose the 9. I'm for certain I chose that. I don't know what happened, but I'm for certain that I had chose that. So let's see what's next. 34, 38. I really like use any of this stuff. Let me. That's more so like speed. I think I'm good. What's like the highest magazine? Wait, what? Lightweight extended magazine contains proves reload speed. Oh, okay. Alright, 2 extra bullets, they count. I need them. I don't get why they have like the time thing go up so high. It's like, fam, I'm the only one playing this game, so like I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get the ranking thing in here either. I don't know if I gotta go to multiplayer and fix that, or if I gotta like, cause that's just weird to me. Where it's like it always starts at like level 1. Maybe that's just a glitch in the game or something. I don't know, but it's weird. They always be putting me like on this. I swear, man. Past like last week, they had me on this map, that dark map. They couldn't put me on any of them other maps. Always had me starting off on one of these maps. I'm gonna get through it. No, I'm gonna get through all the maps. That's gonna be my goal for this stream. Get through all the maps. Get a ray gun, just start demolishing people. Or zombies.
All teams, field ops deploying an outbreak zone. Ready to work.
This is Dr. Strauss. One of my Ethereum harvester teams is not responding to my radios.
Copy that. Strike team, you should have the harvester's last known coordinates now.
I ain't ready to just leave just yet.
target confirmed as Omega. You're authorized to engage.
It's like, man, dang.
Omega bird down. Nice shooting.
That mess is far out, all the way across the map. I'm taking one of these bikes. God, I thought like maybe. There we go.
Frag that bag of guts.
Napalm strike standing by.
Pyro 1-3 on station. Scorching your targets.
Can I pick this up?
Marked vector is burning. Pyro out.
Combat bow ready for use.
I mean, I might as well. I'll ever get like really a chance to use it, so.
Right in the teeth. This'll put the hurt on them.
That was like not perfect timing for a nuke. Oh, there's still some more people. Bro, they stay giving out like this shotgun. I'm like, dang, I don't want that weapon.
Stun is airborne. Enemy destroyed. Stun in play.
I wonder what happens if I throw a grenade at that.
I can fight with this.
These scopes are nah.
This'll show them what's what.
I didn't even see what direction that thing went, man.
Heads down. Took out one of their sergeants.
Bro, where did that thing go? That's messed up, man.
Think on that, you brainless bastard. Neutralized.
Wow, I am just
Bless you,
supersonic jump. All right.
Cracked its cranium. Smoke checked. About time you dropped.
Where is that magic ball with the laughing kids, bro?
They're making it easy.
Sup, wholesome? Doing good. How about yourself? Trying to find this like magic ball thing. I can't find it. Sat there and got caught up with zombies and straight up lost it. Is that it? No, that's one of them like ether things. Doing good. Just can't seem to get myself out of bed. Yeah, I be having some mornings like that. Wait, what did I just do? What button did I just press? Hold on. I am going, alright. I was doing stuff earlier, but OBS was giving me a headache trying to figure something out, so I just laid down. I haven't gotten up since. Yeah, OBS, it can be stressful at times. Streamlabs OBS and just the regular, like, OBS Studios. That's why, like, I try to just, you know, when I have something figured out or set up, I just leave it. Like, to eliminate any further issues.
Got here before us. Strauss, my team will finish the job.
I only hope your team proves less fragile than my own.
Got one.
Usually I just YouTube my problem and self-teach myself, but I can't figure this. It's dumb. No, it's like that. It's always, I go through the same stuff. It's always like a new problem. It's a problem that like nobody has heard of. And then when you look it up, it'll be like, oh, how to fix like black screen. Like, oh, this is how you add a black screen to OBS. It's like, no, not add, fix. I have a black screen. And then there's like that one forum where it's like, you'll find the fix, but it's on their version of a computer, so it's set up differently for yours. That's why at times I hate some of the technical difficulties that I face, because I'm like, fam, like, so technical, I hate it. Yeah. It's like, it's stupid at times. I'm like, bruh, it's like all computers should be set up the same way. Like, the layouts are different. Yeah. It's like, I get, like, you know, it's like MacBook, Windows, and any other form of a computer, like, you know, yeah, that's different. I would expect that. But, like, if it's the same thing, if it's a Windows computer, it's like, it shouldn't be no, like, differences between the two.
That one stays dead.
I cannot find that magic ball. That my thing might have disappeared and glitched out of the game. I didn't bother to check to see if it was hiding in the building. But I haven't seen it out here. If it's the same brand you're looking up, yep, I agree. It should be identical. Exactly. Not like, oh, it's different for this computer. It's different for this computer. Like, I ain't, like, because that's like, I was having like this graphics card, and it just got to the point where I was like, you know what? Forget it. I don't care no more. If the graphics doesn't look right, I'm like, then blame Cyberpunk for having some old jacked up settings. But anyways, like, I was trying to figure out like the settings for my graphics card, and I could not figure it out. And then the one thing, that's weird. The one thing like to do to figure it out, it wasn't on my computer. So I was like, I don't get that, and I'm like, I just, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. It's like, if they want to have jacked up settings like that, then I'm like, hey, then that's on them. They're all like, oh, you gotta go to like the this other settings and do all this other extra stuff. I'm like, fam, I'm just trying to play a video game and not have issues or graphic issues with it. I'm hoping like the time does come when I do get like a new graphics card. I hope I'm not having like those same issues, because if so, then I'm like, nah, Cyberpunk, I'm like, you guys are questionable when it comes to computers. I was like, my MSI laptop, it don't act like that. But I was like, yeah, hopefully it's if I do get a graphics card, it does fix all that stuff. I wish I had the money. That way I can just get it to work. See, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to pay somebody to fix something. I'm like, nah. Unless it's something that's like out of my hands, then maybe. But if I can fix it, if I can figure it, the thing is, like, I can figure it out. It's just that I don't like how it's like everything is set up differently. So my issue is more so trying to like figure out why is my computer different from everybody else's. I bet that thing is in one of these buildings.
Abomination down.
Nope. I don't think I checked this area. I think I did. I just...
Out. Toss the Molotov.
It's like you would think, okay, I just seen that just kill a few of my zombie friends. Let me be a smart zombie and walk around. No, they're all like, let me just walk right through the fire. That's like one thing well, they should come out with a movie where like zombies is like, you can't really like tell the difference between a zombie and a person. Like they talk and like, bruh, like some of the things I be thinking of. I think that would be a pretty sick movie. Like Walking Dead, but like the zombies are camouflaged.
Really need backup. If we don't make it, you fucking Avengers. Kill them.
I don't get it's like a group of these guys.
Strike team. Settle the score.
They could have very well taken out these zombies. But they all got killed. I don't get that. I wish this was drivable. What is this all about? Can't.
Cover. Here to close.
Oh, that's... I ain't here for all that.
Took out a big one.
Solid kill, strike team. That's
What's
one
up
less
with them and
force
these
threat to worry
shotguns?
about.
I hear it. No, that's the... No, wait a minute. I do hear it.
Threat down.
No, I think that's just that chest thing. This place ain't got no upstairs? Oh, it's a ladder.
that post-mortem. That worked out nicely.
Oh dang, that would have been a smart idea to put that like explosive, like the monkey bomb, whatever they call it. I'll take a Molotov though. I knew it.
And stay dead this time. Getting ahead of the rest.
Yeah, I think that thing is gone. Unless it's in that this over here, but I think I checked over here. My first time seeing this mode. Never knew this was a thing in here. Yeah, Outbreak is pretty fun. Outbreak, I've leveled up. I've, you know, prestige. I've accomplished a lot in Outbreak. Should I take the LMG? What kind is it?
Good enough for me.
What's the scope looking like? Yeah, I'll take it. Dang, it just shredded that zombie.
Frag the flashback. Threat clear. Neutralize flash eater. Bury them again. Killed a few there.
Search the area for those harvesters. Disengage the Aetherium canister and bring it to the rocket.
Make haste, strike team. Ethereum degrades quickly. Purge the unit in order to release the canister.
One less fighter. There's more where that came from.
Canister detached. Operator on the move.
Good effect.
You are now experiencing restricted movement and impaired vision, yes? Ethereum crystals are not only heavy, their radiation is potent. It is completely safe.
Undead enemy, KIA.
Taking a bite.
A fine start for this mess.
That's the last of it, Dr. Strauss. Here, go for rocket launch.
Control, initiate launch sequence.
Internal guidance, solid check. Starting launch procedure. Launching in 3, 2, 1.
What's the reason for it though?
Show
Like,
good burnout. Rocket on course for delivery.
Thank you for your assistance. My research may now proceed unimpeded.
Anomaly identified. Head to the site to activate the beacon.
might as well. Yeah, I might as well just pack a punch this weapon twice. I just no. I get so sick and tired of playing on that map. That map is annoying. And I'm tired of seeing it, so that's it. I'm done playing Black Ops Cold War. Every time I start the game up, it's like they always have me play on them same 2 maps, and it's like, bro, you guys got other maps in the game. Let me play those maps. But man, like having me playing the same maps over and over and over again, like, bro, come out with an update, add some new maps, do something. But like that needs to stop. I mean, dang, it's like they're gonna have you just playing on the same 2 maps every time you start the game up. It's like, that's not even fun, bro. That is not fun at all. There's no fun in playing the same maps over and over. I'm just gonna install Planet Crafter again. I'm gonna play Planet Crafter, try to figure out this last achievement about the new game coming out. Is it just a remake of what we've had? So technically this year is not... No, it's supposed to be a new Call of Duty. It's supposed to be a new Call of Duty, but they're just kind of like what they did with that first Modern Warfare. Like that's what they're doing with this one. So it's just, they can't think of no other names, so they're all like, let's just, call it Modern Warfare 2. So it's kind of like, you know how like with movies, like they have like the original like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then they came out with another one called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So that's how they're doing things. They're all like, oh, you know, we're not gonna overall come out with no newer Call of Duty. Because I've been on that heavily where it's like they should come out with a zombie themed Call of Duty. They should call it Call of Duty Zombie Warfare. I feel like if Treyarch and Infinity Ward, I think that's the name of the other company, if they teamed together and made that Zombie Warfare, I think that could probably be one of the biggest Call of Duty games of all time. I could be wrong, but I personally think it could be one of the biggest Call of Duties of all time. It's like, if so, if not, then it's like I want somebody to prove me wrong. Like, prove to me that it won't be, because as far as I see it, them thinking like, oh, let's, focus on the same old, it's like, nah, y'all gotta do something different. I mean, you got people going back, they'll play like them like futuristic Call of Duties that everybody was trashing on. So I think people, they liked it, they just didn't know how to accept it. I had like the story mode and Infinity Warfare and Black Ops. I remember because I was on a strike with the Call of Duty game, so I skipped out on Black Ops 2 and Ghost. What was the next Call of Duty? I think it was Advanced Warfare. The team can't be more creative. It's like they have like a block around their creativity, because I'm pretty sure if they sat down and thought of some new things, if the fans, speaking for myself, it's like if I can come up with some new things that could be done to the video game and the franchise, fam, I can only imagine what they got going on. And if they don't have nothing going on, it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, what is the like creative process like when thinking? Because I'm saying there's so many Call of Duties that they could have came out with. So many different types of Call of Duties. It's like Zombie Warfare being one of them. It's a good franchise too, and they have the tools, but whoever's in control isn't making the right choices for what to keep and leave. Exactly. Because I like the zombie one, they should definitely do like a free, like in any, it could be like Modern Warfare, but like a free roaming type game. Because I've seen where like companies have done that, where they have like I'm saying, they can use the tools that they have now and make a new video game. Like they got like the big giant just over like Warzone map. They can turn that into a video game itself. They could turn it into like a big giant like free roaming game. So it's like, oh, you gotta go across town and do this mission. Oh, but you just got attacked by like some, you know, terrorists. So now you gotta fight them off. It's just like Grand Theft Auto, but it's in a Call of Duty fashion. Where it's like you're out in the desert somewhere just fighting, doing side missions and all that other extra stuff. Like, come on, bro. I know I'm not the only one to sit down and think about that. Like, if that's the idea that they thought about and they scraped it, it's like, bro. Like, you guys, man. It's like, what are some other Call of Duties that I can think of? Call of Duty Street Warfare, where it's like it's talking on like gang violence and stuff. I'm saying like they can, or like they could call it Call of Duty Street Ops, where it's like you're playing as like a SWAT team leader, and yeah, you're just overall like taking down like gang leaders. Like, you know, across any state of their choosing. It's like, I'm just saying, like, if that was an actual legitimate Call of Duty, I would invest in it. Where it's like the weapons that like rappers talk about, like they have, like, of course it's an AK-47, but they, you know, rappers call it a Draco. Like, I'm telling you, if I was like a vice president or if I was in some sort of like control at the Call of Duty headquarters, I'm like, I guarantee I would have seen like posts about me saying like, oh yeah, he, like, you know, he brought like the Call of Duty franchise back. He improved the Call of Duty franchise. I think what I am going to do, I'm just going to use all this stuff to make a bunch of oxygen. So I can easily get it all back. Players got killed with the gas. I'm saying it's like the things that they can that they can do. They can do that. Come out with like, you know, like, but I think those guys are just so in tune with themselves. I'm saying, like, yeah, they have like two teams where it's like SWAT team versus the ops, or, you know, with like whatever they prefer to call it. But like, I'm saying, like, the things that they could come up with, like, but yeah, they should. I mean, because what? Battlefield, I remember they tried doing that. They tried coming out with, like, a police version of Battlefield. It didn't do so well in sales, but it still exists. I played it. I thought it was decent. In fact, I might actually download it and play it one of these days. I think I did on my Xbox, but I don't know. Battlefield seems like those games are kind of off when I try playing it. I'll try it, but I don't know. It's like, but what are some other, like, that probably might be well, I don't know. Call of Duty I just thought of. I'm like, it might be the most controversial. They thought that they had no Russian mission to worry about. I was about to say they should do like a Call of Duty about slavery, but I'm like, nah, okay. I think that's most likely why I'm not working at the Call of Duty headquarters. Cause I guarantee you right now, like, yeah, parents, they've been I just been like, okay, so you know, final boss, the master. Freaking, it doesn't even have to be that. It's like, it could just be like something where it's like they just, you know, some slaves, they just start killing some racist white people. But I was like, I just started thinking, I'm about like, nah, that'd probably be too controversial. So I'm like, you know what? Nah, that's just gonna be, let's just stick with the street warfare Zombie Warfare or Street Ops. Them the two I can think of off the top of my head. I know won't be controversial. I mean, of course, any rated M game, they're gonna try to add some controversy to it, but check out, look it up real quick. Better not be no weird movie. I'm definitely gonna, if it's coming from you, I already know it's gonna be something that makes no sense. So. It's called The Banker. That sounds familiar. I feel like Ben Affleck stars in it or something. He sounds like, no, that's The Accountant. Dang. I think I have heard of that movie. I think I did. There's this one movie I watched. I was like, that movie was intense. Like, they showed like the first, like, what's up, DK? They show like the first like few minutes is just, like kind of chilled and peaceful. After that, movie just got mad intense. It's this new movie out called Ambulance. Oh my god, it's like, bruh. That's like one of those things where I'm like, hey yo, like I don't even want to like hang out with people if they gonna be out there doing wild stuff like that. But yeah, that movie, it has Jake Gyllenhaal. There's this one dude. I only recognize him because he was in Fear of the Walking Dead. Who else did they have in there? Oh, they had this Hispanic guy from one of the Alien movies, Alien Resurrection. I think he was in Breaking Bad. Yeah, he was in Breaking Bad too. He was in Breaking Bad. But who else did they have in there? Then they had this dude. He played in the new Candyman movie. He was no, I ain't gonna say nothing. Not just, well, I don't feel like it's really a spoiler. I don't feel like it's like something that you're like it's telling like the big plot of the whole movie and stuff. But yeah, it's overall a good movie though. It's about two black men who wanted to become bankers and landowners in the 1950s and 60s. At the time, racism made nearly impossible things for African citizens to do. Oh, that sounds like a, see if I saw it was a good amount of intro and got me hooked. Yeah, it's like movies like that where it's like if it's especially if it's a based on true story movie, yeah, I think it's most likely gonna be good. They did kind of come out with a movie like that, and they had Taraji P. Henson where she was wanting to like work at NASA or something like that. And of course, like, in that time, like, being black and then also being a black woman, it was just like impossible for them to, really see. But I think they did make a name for themselves though. I mean, like, obviously they made a whole movie about them, but I forgot to mention this is based off some real life true story. Yeah, I'm like, that's what I was saying. I was like, movies like that, yeah, it's like, it's gonna be a good movie. Them based on true story movies always end up being good. I think every time I've seen like a movie that's been based on a true story, I've always been like, you know what? That was a solid movie. I have to say my favorite based on a true story movie though is American Sniper. That movie, I was like, fam, it felt like I was watching the guy like at war. Like that's how good. If none of you guys have never seen that movie, watch that movie, American Sniper. It's about this dude. He was crazy good at sniping. His name was Chris Kyle. He was this like Navy SEALs guy that was just insane with it. I think they said like his longest like snipe was like, it was some, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I remember they were saying like he said it in real life because they was like he did some interviews and then I think they displayed that in the movie too. But I think they said like his longest snipe was like over 1,000 yards. Like Hacksaw Ridge too. I don't know if you've seen. Oh yeah, I saw that movie. I remember watching it with my mom, and my mom was all like, "Oh, that movie is too graphic and gory." I'm like, "Well, it is a war movie, so I mean." I'm like, I feel like a lot of war movies don't really be showing all of that. Not saying it's something that, that needs to be displayed, but I'm like, just to make the movie authentic, I do feel like that it's necessary. It's not compared to Saving Private Ryan. I've never seen that. I've never seen Saving Private Ryan. I'm just thinking, it's like one of my friends. That could have legit been his YouTube name if it ain't somebody else's YouTube name. But I'm trying to think, where are some other like good war movies that I've watched? Oh, Lone Survivor. That was a good movie too. That's a good war movie. I think it's essential for them to show horror of war, not glorifying it, but simply showcasing the. That's what I'm saying. It's like, fam, like they have to show that stuff, because if not, it's like people are not gonna feel that movie. They're like, oh, a PG-13 movie about war, or a PG movie about war. It's not possible. It's just not possible. I feel like if you do a PG movie about war, it has to suggest Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks' best movie. Oh, Tom Hanks, any movie he does has always been good. I was watching one movie the other day where he was like, and it came off as like a good movie, even though I just caught like the very end of it. But he was like living in an airport, and he was like some foreign dude, and I was like, why is this movie like it's a good movie? Like, what? How does he? I'm curious on how do you live in an airport? Because I'm like, that sounds so dope. I'm like, no, I need to see how that happened. Then at the end, he was leaving, and it got all sad, and I was all like, bro, why is he leaving? Like, everybody loves him. What like, I'm saying, if you could do, that's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is one of those guys where it's all like, he knows like he could do any movie, and it's gonna be good. He's like, he did a whole movie about a weird man living in the airport, and it was a good movie. Like, you can't tell me that man got like some like clout or whatever it is, and he's just able to just go out and just do a movie and kill it. Like, if anybody ever were to tell me that Tom Hanks is not a good actor, I'm like, fam, have you seen the movie where he lived in an airport? Like, no, you have not. Like, have you seen Toy Story? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that Toy Story is his best all-time film, but I had to say, like I don't know, like, I had to, like, watch all of his movies, but I would say that it is, like, #1 due to the fact of how popular it is. But I feel like if he wanted to come out with a movie to, like, overtop Toy Story, well, I think he is coming out with it. Yeah, he's playing, I think he's gonna be playing this, like, in the Elvis movie. He's gonna be, like, Elvis's manager or something like that. I'm all like, bro, it's like, if he's gonna be in it, I know it's gonna be good. So I remember when I was watching the trailer, I was watching the trailer and was just all like, this guy don't look like Elvis. He don't, like, he just think because he moved his legs back and forth, like, oh, it's got a hairstyle. It's like, oh, I'm Elvis Presley. If, like, that's the case, I could have been Elvis Presley. It'd be like, Elvis Presley is a little bit dark, but I'm all like, well, this is just what happens when you grow up around a lot of black people. So, but then I seen Tom Hanks, I was like, oh, nope, automatic good movie. Never mind. I think I'm trying to think of another actor. Mark Wahlberg, for the most part, every movie I've seen him in, it's always been good. I know a lot of people trash on that movie that he did called The Happening. I honestly think it was a good movie. Why is it getting so dark? That movie will have you thinking like, dang, what if that does happen where like he, you know, a gas breaks out, or it's like the plants or whatever it was. But yeah, I'm like, everybody, like, I don't know, like, at times I hear like people will trash on like Mark Wahlberg. I think it was because of some things that he did before he was famous, and I was like, well, I mean, a lot of people have done things before they were famous. If he's doing it now, then it's a problem. I don't get why it's getting so dark, because I'm like, bro, I barely even see stuff. Turn my flashlight on. But yeah, I'm like, he's just one of those guys where I'm like, I can't think of a bad movie I've seen him in. People would say that The Happening was like his worst movie, and it was like, I liked it. Like, call me crazy, but I liked it. I thought it was a movie that had you thinking. What are some other movies he's done? Lone Survivor, like, cause he was in that. That was a good movie. All his comedy, like, he's one of those like universal actors where it's like if he wanted to do a serious movie, he could do that. If he wanted to do a comedy movie, he could do that. He got like some like newer movie out though called, I think it's like Father Stew or something like that. Nick Swartzen also has been a good actor. You don't sadly see much anymore. Nick Swartzen. That guy sounds familiar. Hold on for a second. Let me look him up real quick. If that's who I think it is, then Nick Swartzen. Oh yeah, this guy, yeah. Cause he be doing movies with Adam Sandler and stuff. So yeah. No, yeah, that guy. It's been a while since I've seen him in movies. He was hilarious in what was the Benchwarmers. Oh my god, like to see somebody that terrified of sun, that is the funniest thing ever. Like, cause it's like, the thing is, like, it's a, what about bad actors? Ooh, bad actors? I can't necessarily say that he's a bad, best movie. It is. I can't necessarily say that he's a bad actor, but he's just one of those guys I just can't take serious in movies. But Nicolas Cage, he's one of those guys where it's like, if you see him in a movie, it's like kind of like seeing your best friend in the movie. It's like, I can't take you serious. Like, that's how I feel about him. But he's a good, I would say he's a good actor, but it's just, I can't take him serious. If he does like a serious movie, I can't. I'm sorry. I know like that one movie he did with John Travolta, Face Off, and it was like, from the Dragon Ball movie. Oh yeah, that live action Dragon Ball movie. I remember I was gonna watch it one day, but I said, nah, I'm gonna change my mind on that one. I'm gonna change my mind on that one. Yeah, that's a movie where like I just don't, I can't support it. I've been through this area already. Last time I got stuck, so I'm going full with it. But I'm trying to think. I can't think of any other bad actors. Simon as a fan. I was saying, I was gonna watch it because I was like, oh, I used to watch like Dragon Ball Z when it came on Cartoon Networks when I was like in preschool and stuff. And then when it was like, I was like watching, I'm like, this don't seem right. Something just seems off about this movie. I'm not feeling it. Meteor shower about to happen? No, it's just a sandstorm. But yeah, that Dragon Ball movie, I was like, that's why I just think that they need to leave. Like, oh, what about the Avatar, not Avatar, the James Cameron the Avatar, but the one that was based off of the cartoon, the Last Airbender, that Avatar. Let's not forget about that. They, like, I swear, like, that's one thing that I don't respect about movies. Is like, if people clearly come from a certain country in the comic books, seen that movie set, oh, it's not good. It's not good. I seen that movie, I remember when I was a kid, because I was like, that was like my first time, and I was like, no, now let me watch the cartoon. And then when I watched the cartoon, I was like, oh, the cartoon is so much better. So much better. Like, if I ever come up with a cartoon and then they want to make it into a live action film, I'm like, I'm behind it. You guys ain't gonna tell my story and have it all messed up. And I'm like, no. Or have my cartoon being like that, no. I'm like, we doing this the way I want to do it. But yeah, that one was not all that good. I just think like with them cartoons, like, I don't know, because I felt like back then, like, CGI for that movie was pretty cringe. Yeah, because I at that time, I remember I was getting into YouTube. Good for a YouTuber at that time. No, it was. 100% it was. But yeah, I remember at that time, I think when that movie came out, I was, like, somewhat getting into YouTube. And, yeah, I was like, this ain't, I don't know how I feel about this. I think I had at one point I fell asleep watching that movie because I was like, it's just it wasn't entertaining. I was like, I could watch one of his YouTube videos. I strongly dislike Titanic. You strongly dislike Titanic? I like. Oh, okay. I'm curious on why. I'm curious on why. I was just overall mad at the fact that Jack and Rose wasn't real because I was like, are you serious? I remember I looked that up. I was like, you mean to tell me that whole 3-hour movie they was fictional? I'm like, nah, James Cameron. We're like, I got trust issues with you now because that don't even make no sense. How you gonna think I've seen Titanic? You haven't seen, bro? You gotta watch Titanic. I feel like OG people remember when it came in like a 2-thing VHS tape. Spoiler for me already. Yeah. It's not true. It'd be about the shit. Real people. DK, I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. They could have talked on the captain. They could have, yeah, just did it on the... But I think if they would have just focused on the ship, then it wouldn't have been really focusing on the different characters. Or not different characters, but, well, yeah, like, they wouldn't be able to focus on, like, the... Well, I mean, because they had it where they were focused on, like, some of the people on there, but... Yeah, it was just mainly focused about Jack Rose and, Rose's family. Let's make it traumatic history event, traumatic rom-com. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, it's good, but at the same time, like, I wish that it would have just been told to me, because I was told that it was based on a true story, and so I'm thinking Jack and Rose was based on a true story, and when I found out Jack and Rose wasn't based on a true story, like, I was heartbroken myself. I'm like, fam, wait a minute, what? Hold on, time out. I'm like, what you mean they're not real? I'm like, this don't even make no sense. You guys go through all that trouble of making this movie for them to not be real? I'm like, nah, bro. I want every moment in life where I sat down and watched that movie back. But they could have did like a documentary type style. But I think documentaries don't really be doing good like that in theaters. So that's most likely why they added Jack and Rose. I think because that's how I found out that Jack and Rose wasn't real. Because I think I had looked up photos. I was just like, oh, Jack Dawson. And when I looked them, when I was like looking them up, then it was just they kept showing Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm like, okay, I get that Leonardo DiCaprio played. So I think I looked up like real photos of Jack Dawson. And then there was like Jack Dawson was a fictional character from Titanic. I'm like, wait a minute, I know what fictional means. Fictional means he wasn't real. I'm like, nah, let me see if there's like, maybe I missed like the non part and non-fiction. I'm like, nope. Jack was not a real man. Rose was not a real woman. And I'm like, all of you people are frauds. James Cameron, everybody. They had the one woman in there, though. She played in Aliens, and then she played in Terminator 2. And she, if you guys remember, there was like this, like strong, like Hispanic woman in Aliens. And she was this woman that had like 2 kids in Titanic. And then John Connor's stepmom, not his real mom, the stepmom that was like taking care of him because his real mom was in that asylum or like that hospital. And she was in Titanic. People, they call her like a chameleon actor because she could blend in. I'm like, no, she honestly did. She did. Talking about movie. Oh, I was watching that the other day. That movie is funny. Martin Lawrence is a person where it's like I think he could do a bad movie, but I don't think his history would be broken. Because he has done some movies where it's like, bruh, you could have held off on that movie. Like, what was that one where he was a bear? Open Season, I think. I was like, bruh, no. Just no. I'm like, you could have just left that and not really dabbled into that. But, like, all his stuff, like his TV show, I think his TV show will forever, because it got, so I don't know if any of you guys, I don't think any of you guys have watched the Martin TV show. They came on in the 90s. Just eating them Fritos in the grocery store. Oh, when Dave Chappelle was robbing it? Yeah. No, yeah. But honestly, though, if I was a cop, I did the same thing. If I was like, I don't feel like dying today, I'm like, hey, I'm just going to sit here and just eat my Fritos. But not every episode. Okay. Yeah, like that, because it got, I think, to the last season. I think they said they're supposed to be coming out, like, where they're, like, kind of doing, like, a sitting down and talking about the show and stuff. I've seen it. Okay. Yeah, so, like, they're supposed to be, like, sometime soon sitting down talking about the show, but it got to, like, that last season, I think, where, like, because, Martin and then Gina, they had, like, some, like, beef behind the scenes. And so, they wasn't, if you guys, like, go back and watch, like, that last season, they wasn't, appearing in, like, the same, like, you know, scenes and stuff. So, like, Martin, he'll go out, do his scene, go, like, disappear in the back, and then Gina, she'll come out and do her scene, and then when Martin needs to come out, she'll go out and disappear in the back. So they never appeared on, like, at that time, like, on TV together. Oh, that's how, okay, so that's how you zoom out. So that's, okay. Dang, that's how that area looks? Huh. I heard they've recreated the emotional father scene and oh yeah, and guess who's his father in there? Marlon Wayans. I remember when they came out with that, and they was all like, Marlon Wayans is gonna be in Fresh Prince, starring as Will Smith's father, and I was like, oh, that should be a sick episode. I didn't think that they were gonna recreate. Well, I figured that they are and stuff, but I was like, I didn't think that they were gonna have Marlon Wayans. I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, because I follow Marlon Wayans on Instagram, and he posted about it, and I was all like, he's gonna be playing. Wow. Okay. Okay. I was like, hey, I ain't got no problem. Because Marlon Wayans, I think everybody, like, sleeps on his, like, legitimate acting skills. Like, that man can act. I need to, no, hold on. I need to fill that up. It's more. But yeah, Marlon Wayans, he can act. They showed where he did, like, this video where he was supposed to be playing as Richard Pryor. They were going to be doing this, like, biopic about Richard Pryor, and he, honestly, I was like, hey, that should be good. And then they handed off the movie to Nick Cannon, and I was like, okay, well, there go. Actually, well, Nick Cannon has done some good movies. He did that. It was like I think like Undercover Cop, and then he was like some kid. Then there was like the other one where he was in high school and he was messing around with Christina Milian. Those is like Nick Cannon's, like, in my opinion, because they were like movies I seen when I was a kid. So, like, in my opinion, those are the only 2 times I seen Nick Cannon do some good movies. But he did one where he was supposed to be a gang member in Chicago called Chirac, and I was like, yep, I don't know about that one. I'm like, I'm sorry, Nick, but I'm like, you might have had the Nickelodeon stuff down, but, and then, you know, fresh out of Nickelodeon, but then He did that Chirac, because he's an actor where it's like, I just kind of like a Nicolas Cage. I think it's just all those Nick actors, like Nick Cannon, Nicolas Cage, that Nick Swartzen guy. Like, if they do serious movies, it's just, you know, maybe Nick Swartzen. I feel like he's one of those guys where it's like he's just really good at comedy, and it's like, and he is about to. I thought it was about to, but. Isn't it the one guy, Nick Jonas? He's the one that's been in the Jumanji movies. Have you seen Oh yeah, Drumline. Oh, no, I remember Drumline. I do remember. I forgot about that movie. No, I do remember Drumline. That was good too. That was good too. Yeah, I forgot about that. Because I remember me and my friends when we were, because I had a drumline class in high school, and me and my friends, we going in there. Because, like, I guess, like, yeah, just, you know, if you in drumline, just for some reason, you know the drumline movie, Stump the Yard. Oh, yes. That first Stump the Yard with Chris Brown. Yes, I have seen that. That was good. Never seen that, but I always heard drumline. It's a good movie. It's alright. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, you gotta hurry up and watch it. Like, whenever you see it on, like, BET or VH1 or whatever, make sure it's the one, that the earliest one was in a movie. Yeah, Chris Brown, he's been in a few movies. How's his acting? Alright, well, so do you mind if I spoil Stump the Yard for you? ATL. Oh, of course I've seen ATL. ATL is a good movie. But do you want me to spoil Stump the Yard for you, Wholesome? Are you chill with that, or do you want to watch it for yourself? Because then I'm like, okay, you watch it for yourself. I won't tell you. Not at all. I've never heard of these movies. Alright, so go for it. Alright, so in Stump the Yard, Chris Brown legit did one dancing part in that whole movie. After that dancing part, got killed. Bro he was leaving. They went in this train yard. He got into a fight and got shot. And I'm like, all those people. And I'm like, and he's literally the best dancer in the whole movie. And he gets killed off. I guess, like, I'm like, cause no, you lured in all these people for this movie. But no, it's crazy. In my opinion, that is one of the craziest, like, tactics to get people to go watch a movie. Oh yeah, Chris Brown's gonna be in this new dancing movie called Stump the Yard. Make sure you guys go check it out in theaters on this date. You get all the way there and he dies in, like, the first, like, and not even, like, they played one song and that was it. I'm like, you can legit watch his whole scene on YouTube. Debate. And no, here's the crazy thing about it. It was even like, it was like a long, they showed him at the very end. Jared Lee, ooh. Dang, can I say next question, please, DK? Nah, like, he's one of those guys. I was telling my dad that yesterday. I was like, I think it's best if he stay away from the superhero movies. Man did Suicide Squad and Morbius and got roasted in both films. I think they did have him for, like, the Justice League movie, but there were, like, that extended Justice League movie. No, yeah, everybody showed up to that movie to go watch it. And then, yeah, after that, then it was like, he had, like, one part where he danced. And then, of course, he, like, won the dance battle and stuff. And then after that, it was over with. His character got killed off. And I was like, what was the reason of having him in the movie? Like, they could have, like, rewrote it to where it was like, have you seen Mr. Nobody? You're, honestly, Wholesome, you're just, like, you're gonna see, like, he ain't even dancing in the whole, he's there, you see him, but, like, he's not, he got one dancing scene and that's it. But Mr. Nobody, I don't think I have. Let me look that movie up. Mr. Nobody. Oh, it looked like one of those, like, weird movies I don't fool around with. Oh, it's a Jared Leto movie? I have not seen this movie. I haven't seen too many of his movies. First time I seen Jared Leto in the movie, I think it was Suicide Squad. Or at least the first time I paid attention to him in a movie. But yeah, it's like if they contact me to do a movie and then they're all like, oh yeah, so we're gonna have you in like the first few minutes of the movie, but then your character is gonna get killed off. I'm like, fam, how does my character get killed off? Got hit by a car. I'm like, I don't look both ways for some reason. Like, I would imagine I'm gonna look. It's a little trippy. Huh, I might have to check it out. I think they did say it was on Amazon, so yeah, I might check it out. But yeah, if they're all like, oh yeah, your character doesn't, he's looking on his phone, and then a semi truck just comes running, like driving full speed and just runs him over. I'm like, so I don't hear the semi truck for some reason. They're like, nope, not at all. You had headphones in. I'm like, even in noise cancellation headphones, you're gonna hear a semi truck going at you full speed. I'm like, okay, so you get past the semi truck, but then some spies jump out and they shoot and kill you. I'm like, alright, because I can see you guys don't want me a part of this film, so. The first thing that came up, Stumpy Wires, his scene. Yeah, like, everybody watched the movie for his scene. That movie, it's like, it's honestly such a underwhelming movie, because, like, you go there to see Chris Brown. Like, he's literally the best dancer in the whole movie. And then he gets killed off. So I guess, like, it was more so to showcase everybody else and their dancing. But, like, fam, that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't even have been in the movie then. Or, like, you guys should have maybe had him at the, like, very end. So at least it could have been, like, a build-up to the scene. And then you kill him off at the end. That's what it should have been. It should have been like, oh, like, there's like a build-up, like, yeah, we got this new dancer from Cali, like, he's so good and stuff, like, here's videos of him, and they just show all this build-up and this build-up, show all everybody else's dancing moves and stuff, and then it's like, oh, wow, these guys actually, but it's like, I feel like after Chris Brown died, nobody cared about watching the movie. It was like, oh, okay, well, I guess there's that. You seen the Umbrella Academy? I heard of it, but I haven't seen it. I was gonna sit down and watch it, but I ended up forgetting, and I think I started watching something else. So, but I have heard of it. What are some other movies? Oh, You Got Served was a good movie. I don't care what anybody says. I'm like, You Got Served. When it got to that fine, now that's how you do a breakdancing movie. I mean, there's like them classic breakdancing movies that's really good, like Beach Street, and I think there's another one that's really good. But You Got Served, in my opinion, is probably one of the best breakdancing movies of all time. I was like, you had like a whole trend going on where they were like, people were dancing for a kid, a fictional kid, a kid that doesn't even exist. You had everybody going around talking about, I think the kid's name was like Lil Tay or something like that. Everybody going around talking about do it for Lil Tay, and it's like, who, the kid, he ain't real. It's not a real kid. That's what you gotta like love about like when you get the wrong people to watch the right movie and you know they just gonna turn stuff into a meme. Just finish that scene. So live it if I was looking for. And bro, he was in that movie for like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. He had a 2-minute scene and that was it. I'm like, you guys do not care about people, man. But I'm like, you guys are like, that's messed up. I thought it was funny, though. I was like, all those girls hyped to go see Chris Brown. I was hyped because I'm like, I love breakdancing movies. I love, like, anything breakdancing related. I myself can't breakdance, but I sure can, like, you know, give praises and show love to people that can breakdance. But I'm like, if you literally kill off the biggest talent in the whole movie, it's like, how y'all think people gonna feel about that? Like, come on now. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you guys have me do a movie. I want to be in that movie. If I get killed off at the halfway point of the movie, like the moments before the ending, okay, yeah, sure. But like, if you guys kill me off in like the first like half or first minute of the movie, no. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that movie. Like, I refuse to be in a movie where they're gonna kill me off after 5 seconds. Like, yeah, so your character, he's gonna get abducted by aliens. I'm like, fam, this is a war movie. There is not one bit of aliens being mentioned in this whole thing. Yeah, we're just gonna have it for that, then it's gonna lead into a sequel of movies. I'm like, okay, then have me in those movies then. Like, nah, we're just gonna go ahead and kill you off now. Tab, alert, gotta call him something about texting chat. You know, something. Alright, cool, chill. Oh, I think oh, it's just one of those, like, sandstorms. Okay. But, yeah, it's like, I don't get why they do that to people. It's like, bruh. Like, nah, man. I want to be in the whole movie. That's why I just be the person where it's all, like, let me... If I'm gonna, like, get killed off in the movie, I'm like, let me do it the way I want to do it. Just see some of the comics Jared Way created. Huh, I never heard of that. Surprised to find out he made Penny Parker. Huh. Yeah, you'll be surprised, like, when people, like, some of the stuff that they're into on the side. Like, it trips me out. Like, I hear, like, some actors like, they make music. Like, I can't think. His name is, like, Lakeith something. Like, Lakeith, no. Phil? No. He was in, alright, so wait a minute. He was in Get Out. He was recently in Judas and the Black Messiah. No, because that's the same. They both was in that movie. He's also in, Atlanta with Childish Gambino. He's, like, they're, like, the guy's, side friend. Dang. What movies did he do? It's like, dang, it's like Lakeith. Hold on for a second. I gotta look this guy's name up. But anyways, there's a guy from, like, he was Judas, I think, and Judas and the Black Messiah. And, hold on, Judas. The Black Messiah. The guy's name is Lakeith Stanfield. Okay. I just didn't know the Stan part, but yeah, that guy makes music. I was like, it is good, too. Like, I love MCR music, and I like Spider-Man, brother. Okay. Yeah, you'd be surprised. I know with that, speaking of, like, that TV show Atlanta, I was more so surprised on how talented, Childish Gambino is. Childish Gambino, he's one of those guys where it's like, bruh, how are you even real? You can act, direct, write, produce, sing, rap, like, I don't get how somebody can, like, but I mean, I guess, like, I can understand it, but at the same time, and dude got, like, a comedy special out, and that comedy special was funny. I'm like, bro needs to come out with more comedy specials. Clips on TikTok. Oh, nice, cool, chill. Yeah, I'm like, TikTok is the way. It's like, that's where you gotta go to post your stuff. I know I've been posting a lot of stuff recently. I think after I put this stuff away, I'm gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid. Nope, wrong place. Alright. I'm like, I did all I need to do in that game. I don't think anybody is online that I can raid. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna call it. So, anyways, and that being said, thank you everybody that stopped by today's stream. Oh, I gotta stretch real quick. All right, I'm good. But yeah, thank you everybody that stopped by today's stream. Stay tuned for the next stream. Yeah, later on tonight, and peace.